Whoa, Zelda and Chill 2? Ooh, I have to listen to that. Sweet. Okay. Well, I noticed a comment. So, I always try to reply to comments all the time. And I always try to reply to comments when it makes sense too. But I have only been replying to the ones that pop up in notifications, and probably a lot of your guys' comments have been going unnoticed by me because I have not been seeing them because I haven't actually scrolled through the comments on the video. And I noticed one right here that was extremely long, and I would like to just read the whole thing. It was on my 5 tips video. I would just like to read the whole thing here because I haven't actually read it yet, and I was really impressed with Emerald 3000 a month ago. I'm so sorry it took me so long to reply, but I'm gonna read that now. Motivation, quite the challenge to handle. Since school, I need to focus on first. Yeah, I totally get it. Then will disrupt the process of game developing, cause delays for scheduling. I'm doing a steady pace. Schedule's possibility. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble reading this, but I'll do my best. Schedule's possibility will take approximately 0 to 30 day for scheduling. I am working on a big game for gameplay and entertainment, currently on creating in-game maps stretch 500 miles, taking less than an hour to travel around the map circumference. I haven't created music and sound effects for in-game since I am still thinking of how it will sound. Roads reflect, I'm willing to guess English isn't your first language, but that's okay, you're doing great. If it is, then I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I haven't created music or sound effects for the game since I am still thinking of how it will sound. Yeah, designing a soundscape is quite an ordeal. Roads reflect on how climate on planets is doing, which I'll work on very soon once I complete building Heat City and maps. So, planets, meaning, does this game have intergalactic travel? That sounds cool. I've been working on a game quite a long time. This attempts went very good this time. I will still be working on the game for years until it hits. I'm gonna say when I'm reading this, I'm gonna say the words that I think you're trying to say. I rarely use free models in Roblox Studio. Good job. Since I removed, by the way, no shame in using free models, but that's a different conversation. There are the ups and downs of it. Since I removed all trees because it was affected, the script, not local script, has scripts information that teleports the player when starting to join a game. Oh, I don't depend on free models unless I trust it's verified, and I'll use the free models. Yeah, that's a good point. Sometimes you can look through the ingredients of the model and make sure it doesn't have a bunch of crap in it that you don't want. But I remember back when Roblox was building mode, like it's kind of like Minecraft where you would hit the play button. There'd be a play button and there'd be a build button, and you would go in with your character and build, and everything that you did would be saved. And I still have one of my old places that has been ruined by the updates, but so it doesn't look the same. I really wish I had screenshots at least, if not like screen video, which I didn't have a computer that could record screen video at the time. But if I had recorded this moment, it would be legendary. There was a moment where I inserted a part, some random thing from the toolbox, and it had a script in it that turns all of the parts, it changes their shape. So all of my blocks, I built a big house out of blocks. The blocks of the wall and the floor started turning into spheres and wedges and corner wedges, and I was freaking out and I didn't know what to do, and I figured out it was that part, so I deleted it. But I had to rebuild a lot of stuff, and it was really annoying. So like, luckily now it doesn't change things like immediately when you insert it, but because you can undo stuff. But yeah, that's just kind of my adventure with that. It's been a year since I started creating a game. Oh, so you started in 2018? 2019. Sorry, it's 2020. Get it right. It's been a year since I started creating a game. Once I put the effort into a game, I received motivation from people to continue put the effort toward the game. It makes my day good. So what I got from that is you started making the game, you got motivation, and you felt really good about it, and people motivated you. That's good. I'm also afraid if someone in the Roblox community will steal my music, sound effects, artwork, and ideas, claiming they created it and stole it without giving credit. Oh, I know, that's a tough one. I mean, something you can do is post it on YouTube and just say, I made this is mine. And then if anyone else uses it, it will obviously have been posted or used after you, and they can't just say, oh no, you stole that from me. Well, they don't have any proof. Create your own proof, which is a good idea. But I also just like creating stuff that people can use. Like I'm gonna start giving people the assets, some of the assets for things I create in videos. You can have some of the assets that I made while making the video. And like music, I'll make my music available for anyone to use in their videos and whatnot if they give me credit. Yeah, it can be a problem, but here's the thing. Word gets around when people are doing crap like that and just stealing stuff and not giving credit. Like, I really love to use like Zelda and Chill in my videos and a bunch of other stuff, but I always link to the video in the description. It's not something I made, but I always link to it so you can know what I used, not only to give them credit, but so that people are like, wait, what is that beautiful music? I would like to use that too. So if you created something great and someone else wants to use it, it is important for the creators to credit it and show you where it came from. So, because I'm listening to videos sometimes and I'm like, well, they probably just had some music that came with like some kind of royalty-free, no copyright pack, and they don't have to credit technically, but I would still like to know what it is, because I like it and I want to use it, even if I have to purchase it. So it's just nice to do that. So I understand that fear, but don't let that fear stop you from creating. I know this is a long, I know this is long to read, if some would choose to read it. I really appreciate this comment so freaking much. Like, you have no idea. I don't know how to react if someone will steal my music, sound effects, and artwork without permission. It is currently unprotected. This guy's really afraid of this. It is currently not protected by copyright. It could get stolen unexpected time. Well, you see, there's a lot of music out there that could get stolen. And there are ways to protect your music, your creations, and all that. Just look into some ways that you can protect it. But if not, don't worry so much about it. It won't stop you from keep creating, and just release the fears from it, because it's not too likely for that to actually happen. And if people do use it, it will probably be people who are unknown, and they'll get, like, word gets around, people who steal stuff all the time, like, people find out. It's in the community, people are like, oh, this person has a reputation of stealing music. So then, but worst case, they use your music. Well, if they credit you, then people will find you, but if they don't credit you, then nobody will know where it came from. But you still created it. Just create your own, like, landmark, like, post it, like, you release it. Basically, you release your music, release it on SoundCloud or something if you're that worried, and then it will leave a timestamp of when you created it, and there will be proof that it's yours. Beware of bots and scams. I almost got hacked by Zinnertrax. It was weird since Zinnertrax comment got remove it unexpectedly and very conscious of scams. I did not accept any from untrusted people. Good. Yeah, just be careful. Just be smart. You don't have to be fearful. It will take years independently to finish this game. I'll wait until the game hits. I do accept scripts and local scripts for help, which I allowed for help. I'm not sure what that sentence means, but I searched for months for Xbox controls. Press Xbox Y for inventory, which is also a delay to test other major scripts to work on very soon. Thanks for the choice to read this comment. Okay, wow. That is definitely the longest comment I've ever seen on one of my videos. Heck, it's one of the longest comments I've ever seen. It's just amazing. I actually really like that. And that you went to the effort to type this, even though I don't want to assume this, but it seems like you had to make an effort to type in English, which I really appreciate. And I just want to say you are doing a great job being motivated. You've been doing it for a year. You've stuck through it this long. I think you should keep going. Let me go click through this person's channel. I want to see if there's anything. We got some Roblox videos. I'm a subscriber. You get a subscriber. Yeah, let's see what he's got. There's like alpha testing, software, Adobe something. I don't know what the other ones were. Today video I created, wait. Are you using Google Translate? Today video I created an animation about, no, that's not Google Translate. That's learning the language. That's learning English. You're doing great. Just don't give up. Animation about how the game will look when playing the game. Cool. Let's check it out. Enjoy the video. I will. Ooh, so we got some interface. Alpha version 1.1. Start, game settings, store, bug report. Let's see, do we got... Ooh, is this a bullet hell? Nice. Ooh, you just destroyed the whole freaking planet. Collecting complete more planets. Oh, that's what you meant, planets. So that reminds me of Ender's Game a little bit. If you know what I'm talking about. Ooh, it's like a asteroid field, except it's lots of like planets. This is a rare ore called QM. Getting enough ore will destroy planets. Many years have passed and 9 planets built in 3400 something. Wow, that's way in the future. There's a sun and some planets. Thanks for watching. Keep it up. Keep up development, dude. Keep it up. And thank you for your comment. Like, I totally get it. And motivation can be a real hard thing. I mean, sometimes motivation for me to do YouTube has been really bad. I bet a lot of people don't appreciate that I haven't posted a video for 8 months. But great news. I'm getting a new mic. And my voice audio is about to sound so much freaking better in like next week. I'm probably gonna just post this video tonight. I'm not gonna try to post tons of videos. I'm just gonna try to make good videos. But like, I am becoming more active, and like, understand that anything you guys go through, I go through as well. Like motivation, all that stuff. Yeah, like I freaking had depression, and I actually cured my depression. And if you want to talk to me in person about that, come on to Discord and DM me, and I can definitely help you out if you're dealing with that and you don't know who to turn to. But like, just realize that things always look hard at the beginning. Like, there's a freaking like Maya Musashi quote. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Quote, it may seem difficult at first, but everything is difficult at first. Mayamada Musashi. Guys, like, freaking, like, okay, let me tell you something that I just went through the other day. Just to show you how real it is. Do not put me on a pedestal because I make YouTube videos and I have, a couple subscribers. Like, I didn't do any of it. Well, I mean, I do the hard work. You get the results based on the hard work you do. I only have 11 public videos. After several years, well, I took some of them down, but I made where's the frick is my channel? I made a video about the whole, like, YouTube policy thing. It has, like, 30 views. Also, I watched Nick Nimon's stream about it and felt kind of bad. I mean, I was being very pragmatic in that video, but I still jumped to some conclusions. And if you read about the whole new YouTube policy update with advertisements on random videos that you don't get paid, that the creators don't get paid for, go watch Nick Nimon's stream about it, because he lays it out really well and gives some good perspective on it. But, like, we make mistakes sometimes. I almost took down that video because I felt so ashamed for, like, the spin I put on it. But like, I actually currently post on Library, and there's another platform that I automatically post to with Library. Let me get the link. There's this, and there is this. These two, I post on these. They're YouTube alternatives. I know this has absolutely nothing to do with the video that you just freaking clicked on, but there's that. You can follow me in those places. Anyways, let me wrap up with what this video is actually about. Guys, motivation is overrated. You guys don't need motivation. I'm just kidding. Okay, but look, you've got to start doing stuff, okay? Like, freaking, I am just like, I do not want to make videos. But I pull out a pen and paper and I start, okay, what can I make a video about? Building a tree. Building a beach ball. So then I just start writing random crap, and then later I actually get cool ideas. It starts sparking ideas. And then I'm like, okay, I really don't want to write this script. I'm like, okay, what do I start with? Hello, my name is Mr. Kamsaki. I don't know. I just start writing the script, and then I'm like, I really don't want to start recording. So I flip on the recorder and I just start talking, and I start, like, reading the script under my breath, and I start reading it louder, and then I go back to the beginning and start reading it, and then I just read the whole thing through, and then I cut that all out. So I'm like, you've just got to do it. Like, I don't feel motivated to do anything that I do. Hardly ever. Okay, look, a few times I feel motivated is like, I felt motivated when I found that comment that I just read, and I'm like, oh, I gotta make a video on that. I felt motivated when I, so I'm like, oh no, the new YouTube policy, I gotta make a video on this. And then as I was making it, everyone was making videos on it. I'm like, oh shoot, well, this is oversaturated. But when I get a new idea, I start acting on it, I do it. That happens sometimes, but you've really got to do the grind. And I'm like, if you start something, if you feel motivated to start something that takes a long time, you'll get through part of it, and then you'll get to the part that's boring and is grindy, and like building lots of assets for a game. You'll start to build them, you're like, oh, this is so cool, and then you'll get bored, and you're like, oh yeah, this is my 500th asset that I'm making, and then you're like, I really don't want to continue. You've got to just keep grinding and give yourself some breaks. But like, this is the long game. Like, this guy been making games for a year. Just keep doing it, because it's not about how you performed today or this week necessarily. It's about your overarching trend. Like, even if I was absent from my channel, which I wasn't absent from YouTube, if you go to Roblox Master Builders, I have been making videos on here. But if you see your small failures as a grand failure, then you're giving up. You're letting go of the point of
getting back up and trying again, realizing that failure is only when you said you failed. Okay, like I went running and I felt like crap today and I didn't end up finishing my run. That's okay, because I can get up and go run again tomorrow. Like, you keep trying. You keep trying continuously instead of pressuring yourself in the moment, okay? Well, that's a long speech. This is a lot longer than I intended to make it, but I am making more content for you guys. I promise I am. I hope you're happy about that. I hope you guys actually watch it. I hope my subscribers actually watch it. If you don't watch my videos, then unsubscribe, because get the heck out of my house. But yeah, I really love all the people who've been commenting. You guys are awesome. I actually have a really special video coming out probably next week. So look forward to that. But until then, let's build a better world. Mr. Kamsaki.